What's up, everybody? Welcome to my boring life. How's it going? Um, so I'm playing some music in the background. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear this. It's a man called Sam Smith. I just discovered him like yesterday. Really great artist, really good. He's coming out with his first album like this month, the end of this month or next month sometime. Really check him out. The album's called Stay With Me. It's on pre-order on iTunes. Go check that. Go get that. It's really great. The few songs that I've heard so far are really dope. Um, I don't know if you can hear it for YouTube. I guess whatever. I don't own anything on this. All that stuff, copyright issues, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's really good. Go check it out. I don't know how well you can hear it on the video, but it's there. Um, but yeah. So what I'm talking about today is this crazy thing that happened to me the other day. I was on Skype with my friends, 2 in the morning, just about 1, 2 in the morning, in there somewhere, and we're just normal conversation. Then all of a sudden I start hearing screaming outside, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Ooh, excuse me, burps. So I go to the window. I go to this window over here to check in front of the house. Then I go over here to check at this side of the house, and then over that side to go check the parking lot side of the house. I don't see anything. I see nobody. So I'm like, this side. I'm trying to fix this over here. I keep going on this side. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I just sit back down. I get on the computer, keep talking to my friend, and then I hear it again. I'm like, what the heck? So I go back over here to this one, check the front of the house again, and then I immediately go over here, and I see two girls fighting. Not fighting like legit, but one girl's running away from her, and the other girl's like trying to hit at her. And at the same time I see her, she's trying to swing at her, and she's like, let's go home. And the other girl is like crying, she's screaming, she's like, stop it, stop. So I'm like, yo, I put the freaking computer down. I'm like, yo, hold on, I'll be right back. So I run downstairs, and I get on my porch, and I sit on my porch, and I'm just looking like, what the heck is going on with these people? And they don't see me for a few minutes. Like, they're talking. The other girl, lesbo girl, it's a little lesbian chick, trying to be all big and bad and butch. So the girl's sitting down, she's crying, she's freaking scared out of her mind apparently. And so I'm sitting there for like 2 minutes, and then she notices. She's like, "Oh, you got people here, blah blah blah, whatever." And then she looks over and she sees me. She's like, "See, look at this dude." And then so she gets pissed off that she's like embarrassed or whatever. So she's like, "Come on, before I beat you in this, dude." I'm like, "Don't threaten me. Not on my property. This is my property. You don't need to threaten me." So she's like, shut the F up, blah, blah, blah. And obviously she was cussing. I don't really cuss that much, even though I was cussing that day. This was like the other day on, what was it, Saturday or so? Friday? I think it was Friday. Friday night. Yeah, so, let me fix this a little bit. So yeah, I'm like, yo, don't threaten me. Don't try to threaten me. If you want to be treated like a dude, I'll treat you like a dude. I don't care. I don't hit women. I don't condone hitting women. Just so y'all know, I'm not a violent person. I'd rather love than fight, but if I have to fight to protect somebody or protect my own, that's what I'll do. But this girl clearly was scared out of her mind. She was crying, freaking bawling out. So me, being a man, being a protective man, being grown up or raised by all women, I have a protection against a lot of women. So if I see women getting threatened or whatever, I try to step in and help. I'm sorry, but that's just me. If I wind up getting hurt myself, then whatever, as long as they're safe. I don't really care. So I walked up, and she as she's walking to the front of my house, she's going from my driveway over here, coming over in front of my house, and as she hits the corner of my house over here, she looks at me and she's like, help me, but she doesn't say it out loud. She just words it with her mouth. So I'm like, oh, come here, don't go to her, run over here. And so they keep walking. Me, I go around and run down the little ramp, And if y'all didn't know, my house is connected to a business of acupuncture. So the way the parking lot, we're not set up, wow. So there's a little ramp, handicap ramp, and I ran down the ramp, went to the corner, and was like, "Yo, come here, don't go with her, come here." So she's crying, she's like, "Let's go, you're an embarrassment, blah blah blah." Then she's telling, the little lesbian butch chick is sitting there telling me to shut up, shut the f up, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what did I just say? Don't threaten me. And so I'm sitting there, honestly, I'm cussing back at her. I'm like, you shut the f up, you shut the f up. And she realizes I'm not backing down at all. So she gets a little, I think she got a little, like, backed up a little bit, because she didn't realize, she thinking I'm white. Because immediately she was like, this little effing white, whatever the heck. Thinking I'm white, thinking I'm gonna just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in your business. Not the case. So I walk up, I'm like, yo, you shut the f up. Come here, don't go with her, come here. Keep telling the girl, I'm trying to get the girl over, and she's like, eventually she's like sitting there, she doesn't know what to do, but eventually she's like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. So I'm like, nah, don't tell me, like, come here, just, you don't gotta go with her, come here. So this girl's like walking, they start walking off, and I'm like, yo, what the hell you doing, sitting there beating on somebody at freaking 2 in the morning? What's wrong with you? What the f is wrong with you? I'm like, you wanna be all big and butch, like, shut the hell up. And then she's running, she's like, is this what you want? You're an embarrassment, blah blah. So I'm like, really? So I sit there, and she's walking off, and she's not doing anything because I'm there. She ends up walking up, there's a garbage bin up there, because there's another facility over here with a few stores in it. I'm like pretty much the only house on my block, just so y'all know. So there's another little side thing right here with a bunch of stores and a bunch of a big parking lot over here. So she goes up to the corner. At the corner there's a garage over there, and there's a dumpster right there next to the thing for the garage. So the girl that was getting beat on stops over there, and she sits in front of it, like she's kind of hovering in front of it, stood over. And I'm like, I'm just sitting at the corner of my house right here. I'm like watching, just in case she starts beating on her again. She's just yelling at her at this point. So I go to walk up, and then my mother comes from behind me. She's like, yo, come here. I'm like, Ma, what are you doing? Go upstairs. Like, why are you here? Like, go back to bed. And she's like, because they woke me up. I'm like, okay, well, go back to bed. You don't have to come out here. Don't worry about what I'm doing. So she's like, oh, let the cops handle it. Let the cops handle it. I'm like, the cops aren't going to do anything. Like, especially around here, they don't care. They're not going to sit there. I'm going to call the cops and be like, oh, well, yeah, there's a lesbian chick beating on some other chick. I don't know if they're a couple or not, but, she's getting beat, and then they're walking off together, and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to come in a rush. They're not going to hurry up and be like, okay, where are they? Like, they don't care. My initial plan was to get the girl, bring her into the hallway, lock the door so she feels safe, at least, and then call somebody who, if she wants to get picked up by somebody that she feels safe with, or call the cops, whatever she wanted to do, I would have done that. But then my mom had to sit there and come in, drag me over, tell me to come back in the house. So me, I come back up here, and I'm going to grab like a stick that I have, just to kind of ward her off if I have to go back over there. I didn't know how long she was going to be there for, but just in case I had to ward her off, I would have had the stick, so she would have, the freaking lesbo book chick that was trying to be all extra dudeish and try to threaten people, would have backed off a little bit, and then I could have grabbed the girl, brought her back into the house, and then did whatever. But eventually I couldn't find it, so I walked back outside, go check, and they're gone. Don't know where the hell they went to, because it was like 2 minutes. I was up here, ran right back downstairs, right up to the corner, and I looked both ways up the street over there, and there was no sign of them at all, walking, nothing. So yeah, that was like my day the other day. That was like the most excitement in my night the whole time. It was crazy to think. I was cold, but because it was kind of slightly raining out, and as soon as I came back up here, it was like pouring. It started pouring out, so it was crazy. But yeah, I was like shaking. I was shaking because I was cold, but I was also shaking because I had a bunch of adrenaline in my system, and I was like, really, like, okay, calm down, But yeah, that was just the most excitement in my day so far that happened to me. It's crazy. Quick little topic. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but apparently in Iran or somewhere out there, a little kid, 7 months old or something, was arrested for almost went to jail for assault on a police officer, because apparently the parents were walking around this area where there was like a riot or something going on, and I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently officer was assaulted to him and arrested the child, brought the child to court and everything, had his fingerprints done, all that stuff. That's just ridiculous to me. But I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you enjoyed all this stuff. I hope y'all have a good day, had a good week, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate the support. If you are watching, I don't know who's watching. I don't know if anybody is watching. I'm just doing this for now. Hopefully I can get an audience. Like I said in my first thing, I'm here to entertain and hopefully make your day better if you're feeling low or whatever, or just keep your day going happy. But yeah, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Any support given, any support, anything, I really appreciate it. I'm not one of those people that's gonna sit here and be like, well, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Do it if you want to. It doesn't help me any. I don't know what it helps. So yeah, just do it if you want to, I guess. Take care. This was My Boring Life. I'll be back. I'll see y'all in the next one.